Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel, Climbinator 1978 or 1978, whichever way you want to pronounce it. I see that the marketing for Scream 6 has started to explode all over the internet big time. So, me being me, a huge Scream fan myself, I thought I would take part. So, be warned, this video could go on quite a bit. But I'm going to basically talk about here who I think one of the killers could be in Scream 6 or a potential Scream 7. That's if Scream 7 does actually get made. And I hope it will. I reckon it will anyway. But I reckon that a character that could cameo in this Scream 6, because it's a really easy character to fit into the film franchise, is one that basically had a rather ambiguous fate in Scream 3. Now, it appeared that they died on screen because you saw them in the mansion at the end, run down a staircase and into a lower corridor where they bumped into Ghostface, and then you saw from behind Ghostface's view what appeared to be Ghostface stabbing Angelina Tyler, played by Emily Mortimer, in the shoulder. Now, there are still quite a lot of horror movie fans out there that actually don't know this, but there was originally going to be two killers in Scream 3. Angelina Tyler was meant to be the second killer, but the Weinsteins vetoed this idea, i.e. they didn't want this idea for some reason. But Wes Craven basically more or less stuck his fingers up at them and filmed Scream 3 in the way where there was going to be two killers, but he just didn't have the reveal of there being two killers. But what has been revealed is, if Angelina had been revealed to be a ghost face in that film, her motive has been revealed since Scream 3's release. And that was, it was going to turn out that she was a former classmate of Sydney's, whose mother died roughly around the same time as Sydney's mum. But instead of dying through murder, Angelina's mum died from cancer. So when it came to the stories of Sydney's and Angelina's mothers being put into the press, Sydney got all the front page news, but Angelina got something like page 7 in the local news. And Angelina, it would turn out, had somewhat of an obsession with Sydney, even back in high school. To the point where she wanted to be Sydney's BFF. From what I read on IMDb and watched on other YouTube clips. And say what you like about IMDb, but the thing is, that actually makes sense with the context of Scream 3's Angelina. Because she is really weird in the film. She does some really weird stuff. Like the bathroom scene. Need I say any more? There is no other explanation apart from the fact that she was meant to be Ghostface, or a Ghostface. They tried to put in an explanation like, oh, Angelina's taking away items for mementos, but then, if that's the case, why was she curled over on top of a toilet? Seriously. Does she not know how to use a toilet? The woman, the character that is, I mean, I'm sure Emily Mortimer is a really nice person in real life, but the character of Angelina Tyler is completely insane. Anyway, the thing is, when she dies, her body is dragged off for no reason at all. And also, it would turn out, in the reveal, it was going to turn out that she was the lover of Roman Bridger, who, get this, faked his death in Scream 3 as well. So, my theory is that originally, Roman and Angelina were going to be the ones that fake their death and then turn out to be the killers. Fine. That would have been a pretty awesome twist. But what I think could make the ending of Scream 3 better now, or somewhat redeemable, is that if you have Angelina Tyler turn up in Scream 6, it turned out that she survived her attack because it was staged, and she's either the new Ghostface or she's the mastermind Ghostface, and it could appear that she's here to help Sam and Tara and their friends. Perhaps maybe she could be, as someone else has suggested, she could be a therapist or something. And because of what they're going through in not just Scream 6's events, but also the events of Scream 5, perhaps maybe she could put on the ploy the act of, like, basically pretending to be someone that's like, well, unknown to you lot and many others out there, I also experienced a ghost face attack many years ago when I was just a jobbing actress in Hollywood. That is enough to bring Angelina back. That's your plot point to bring her back into the film. And you can have her turn out to be the mastermind of the new ghost face attacks. Because she could be the one who sent out the Reddit messages that led to Richie and Amber getting in contact with each other. Or it could be that you have it revealed that she was in fact innocent in her Hollywood days. she just did some crazy shit because she could have been under the influence of drugs. Because let's face it, Hollywood is known for that kind of sleazy shit. And upon surviving her attack, she could have been held as a suspect of being an accomplice Ghostface, and although released from all charges, it made her realise that the Hollywood lifestyle isn't for her. So maybe she could have gone into hiding or whatever to get away from that seedy publicity life. But now with the new wave of Ghostface attacks, and for some reason the Ghost Wave attacks in 6 in particular could be aimed at drawing her out instead of Sydney. Perhaps maybe it could be, I don't know, perhaps maybe it's someone who has a grudge against her for surviving Roman's attack on her. I don't know, I'm kind of spitballing that idea. But something along those lines. There is also another possibility. You could bring her back. Now, this one could be stretching it a little bit, but it actually makes sense with the original idea for Angelina. And that is, you could make her a character that was referenced in Scream 5. And that is, you could turn her, you could make her into the character that is Sam and Tara's mother. Perhaps, maybe, she tried to have a life in Hollywood and temporarily left Sam with her father before coming back to give birth to Tara. Because don't forget, people, Angelina was in the same high school as Billy and Sydney. And that could be a reason why she has a grudge against Sydney. Because she could see Sydney as her old love rival. The one who took Billy away from her. That's just some ideas and theories I could have on how you could bring Angelina back. Because I think she's not dead. And I think she would make an awesome Ghostface. I mean, Emily Mortimer is an astounding actress, she is. I've watched her in a few films and all that. And she usually plays the nicey nice types. And the thing is, not many people know she can be an ice cold bitch as well. So please, producers of Halloween 6 and the potential possible Scream 7, please bring Angelina Tyler as the new Ghostface. Or just bring her back. Because there's so much to cover with that character. Peace.